Welcome back to ABC 6 News tonight at 6:30. I am live in Byron at the primary school where earlier this afternoon Governor Walz took part in his back-to-school tour. Before that, he was in Albert Lea. While here in Byron, I did get a chance to sit down with Dr. Joey Page. As we know, all districts are struggling with distance learning, hybrid learning, some doing in school all day, and here in Byron there's a mix between the schools. Dr. Joey Page and I had a chance to talk about that and to talk about teachers. Dr. Page, let's talk about the governor coming today. How did your district get him here?
Yeah, we were contacted last night that the governor is out doing a statewide Safe Schools tour as the district's return. I was in the area, and they approached us if we could accommodate his schedule today.
How important is something like this for your school? I mean, we are living in some pretty unprecedented times.
Yeah, it's great to have the governor here. I think being able to speak with him and his team around the work that our district is doing, how we prepared for this year with our staff, with our parents, with our administration, our school board, to not only open school safely, but to keep it open. And that's where we're at now in our third week. So
one of the questions about staff having the choice of whether or not to be here came from a viewer who contacted all of us and said Byron is not allowing that. And so, to be fair, I had to ask, students are allowed to distance learn. Are teachers being given that option?
Yeah, so we follow the governor's executive orders for his work from home to the extent possible.
Okay, to the extent possible. What are the guidelines to the extent possible that for people?
Right, so we use an interactive process that engages the employee with their doctor's information, what the accommodations are, and then we make a determination on if we can proceed with that or we can accommodate what's in that within our building.
Joey, how hard is that for you? As an administrator, I know you want to do what is right, what is best. You've got a lot of different personalities and people who want to be here, don't want to be here. You're the boss. You have to be able to say there are certain things your hands are tied and that you can't do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would go back to what the governor had laid out in his executive order is to follow, the full force and effect of the law of those executive orders, and that we are following it to the extent possible with the information that we have. And that's not done in isolation. It's, like I said, it's done with an interactive process with the employee and the district.
When I speak with different superintendents, answers vary. When we talk about COVID in general in school, everybody has the same answer. It's been a difficult year, it's been challenging and whatnot. For Byron specifically, what's been the hardest thing and what's been the best thing?
Yeah. I think he's probably saw some of the stuff here that's been a challenge with dismissal. Our transportation is operating at a 50% capacity. So that has shifted a heavy burden to our families to really partner with us to help in the transportation piece. And it's allowing us to have a model that we are. But it is a lot of work for families, something that probably wasn't on the radar to do. But their partnership in helping us do that is really allowing us to operate in the model that we are. So that's been one of the challenges. Obviously, we have 3 different models happening. You have in-person, we have a hybrid at our 6-12, but then K-12 you have a family flex option with distance learning. And so the teachers that are doing that are also teaching in-person students as well. So that, I think, has been a real challenge.
Are we losing any teachers? Because in some states, they are.
Yeah, we've had some staff that have made other decisions. So I don't think we're immune to that, but we haven't seen large numbers.
Okay.